Let's talk about the visual language of chemical danger. I mean, you've seen these symbols everywhere, right? On cleaning supplies under your sink, in a lab, at a work site. But do you really know what they mean? Knowing how to read them isn't just, a good idea. It's absolutely essential for your safety. So let's dive in. Just imagine this for a second. You're looking at 3 different chemicals. One has a skull on it, another has some super complex chart, and the third just says caution. It's confusing, to say the least. Without a single clear system, figuring out the risk feels like pure guesswork. And let's be honest, when it comes to chemical safety, guessing is the last thing you ever want to do.
Well, that exact confusion is why a single global system was put into place. One designed to communicate hazards clearly and consistently, no matter where you are in the world or what language you happen to speak.
And it's called the Globally Harmonized System, or GHS for short. Honestly, the best way to think of it is like a universal translator for chemical safety. Its whole purpose is to make sure that a chemical hazard in, say, Germany is communicated in the exact same way as it is in Japan or the United States, using the same set of pictures and phrases. Pretty smart, right?
So, how does this whole system actually work? Well, it all kicks off with 9 core symbols. They're called pictograms. And if GHS is a language, then these pictograms, they're its alphabet. Each one represents a very specific type of hazard. Let's learn how to read them. All right, the system cleverly groups related dangers together. So first up, we've got the health hazard symbol. That's the one that looks like a person with a starburst on their chest. This one warns you about serious, often long-term stuff like carcinogens. Next to it, the classic flame symbol. That one's pretty straightforward. The substance is flammable. And finally, you have the exclamation mark. Think of this as a general heads up for less severe hazards, like something that might irritate your skin or eyes. Okay, this next group is all about immediate physical dangers. The gas cylinder symbol, that tells you there are gases under pressure, which could totally explode if they get heated. The corrosion symbol shows a substance that can cause nasty skin burns and eye damage, or even eat through metals. And the exploding bomb, well, I think that one speaks for itself. It means you're dealing with an explosive or something self-reactive that could go boom.
And for our final set, we have some more specialized hazards. That flame over a circle isn't for your regular flammables. It specifically means it's an oxidizer, which can make a fire way more intense. The environment symbol warns about aquatic toxicity, though it's worth noting this one isn't always mandatory. And last but not least, the iconic skull and crossbones. This one means business. It tells you a substance could be fatal if you swallow it, inhale it, or even just get it on your skin.
So now that we know the alphabet, let's see how these symbols come together to form words and sentences on an actual GHS label. You can really think of the label as the quick summary of that chemical's whole story. So a proper GHS label, like this one here, has 6 parts that are absolutely mandatory. You can see our pictograms right there on the middle. Then there's a signal word. It'll either be danger for the really severe hazards or warning for the less severe ones. Then you get hazard statements that spell out the problem, like flammable liquid and vapor, or toxic if swallowed. It's all designed to give you the most critical info in just a few seconds. Okay, so the GHS label is really for the person who's actually handling the chemical. It gives specific warnings and precautions for that one substance. Now, this is different from other signs you might see, like that diamond sign on a building. That one's for first responders, so they can get a quick overall danger rating for an entire area. The GHS label, though, it's all about giving detailed info to the immediate user. So you've got 2 different signs for 2 different audiences. But what if you need more than just the summary? What if you need the full encyclopedia on this thing? Well, that is exactly where the safety data sheet comes in. You see, every single chemical product is required by law to have a safety data sheet, or SDS. This is the ultimate guide. It's a super detailed document that dives deep into every single aspect of the chemical, going way, way beyond what's on the label's summary. And here's the key that makes them so incredibly useful: consistency. Every single SDS, doesn't matter what the chemical is or who made it, is organized into the exact same 16 sections. What does that mean for you? It means once you know how to read one of them, you know how to find the information you need on any of them. So really, the trick is just knowing where to look. Need to know what the product is and who to call in an emergency? That's Section 1. Want a detailed breakdown of all the hazards? Head over to Section 2. Need to know first aid measures? That's in Section 4. And, this is a big one, for safe handling, Section 8 tells you all about exposure controls and exactly what personal protective equipment, PPE, you need to be wearing. All right, We've learned the alphabet of pictograms, we've learned how to read the summary on the label, and we know about the encyclopedia that is the SDS. You now have a complete toolkit for decoding danger. Let's put it all together. So, what does being proficient at this actually look like? Well, it's not about memorizing every single detail. It's about being able to just glance at any label or data sheet and instantly identify the main type of hazard you're dealing with. To really boil it all down, here's your mental checklist. Just ask yourself, is it unstable or explosive? Is it flammable? Is it highly reactive? Is it toxic? Or is it an irritant? If you can quickly sort the danger into one of these 5 groups, you have the fundamental knowledge you need to stay safe. So there you have it. We've equipped you with the ability to read this universal language of chemical danger. The pictograms, the labels, the data sheets, they are all there to protect you. So the real question now is, what's one step you're going to take to be safer? In your lab, your workplace, or maybe even just at home? Thanks for joining us.